Hey guys, Alex and Florida here. Today we'll be breaking down what we can expect for Season 3 of Meta Runner. I invited my friend William over to do this video. William is my friend from the Universal Grad Venture vlog. I don't recommend you to check that out, but I do recommend you to check out Meta Runner, which is available on YouTube and made by Glitch Productions. Please support the official release. Now on to the video. PCS Racing Network says, Tari is Lucinia and Sophia's long-lost sister. Tari can return her pieces of Lucinia's mind and stay as she is while Lucinia returns from her coma and joins MD5. I guess we already did establish that Tari is part Lucinia. Lucinia's basically, her mental state's been scattered.
Yeah.
Some parts of the server, some parts with Tari. So it's kind of half true.
I kind of have my own theory about Lux, but we can go on to that later.
Okay. And I'm not, well, I think what they're probably going to set up in Season 3 is that what would Tari be without that part of Lucinia? Would she still remain the same personality? Would she be different? I think that's well.
I think the part of Lucinia that's in her is definitely doing something to her. It's causing something. I don't know exactly what, but it's definitely doing something.
You know what? So, here's something interesting I need to know. How do we know that Tari, when she was originally just AI on a computer, how do we know that she didn't intentionally create the explosion?
I'm not sure. That's a good question.
What if Tari was the bad guy before the series started? You know,
it's possible. Yeah.
I mean, and she just, because she forgot, she's not technically a bad guy anymore. Like the Iron Giant, he was originally some sort of robot killer, but when he lost his memories, he was just a nice guy, right?
Yeah, it was a friendly giant.
Iker Sepulvedas, I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, but he says, well, in one of the Twitch lives of Robin, the voice actor of Theo, she says that Marco is not a bad guy. He looks like but would not be. And if you see Sophia's expression, she looks happier or calm. I mean, I guess Marco could be a good guy. It's kind of hard to tell where he's going at this point. I think he's going to be turning out to be a bad guy, but could be wrong. It does make sense if he actually is good, but then again, how does he know exactly where the MD5 is going to end up, right?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Well, that does seem to be all the comments that are being pulled up. Alright, I think that's all the comments that are here on the video. You said you had a theory on Lux?
Yeah, do you want to go into your theories first, or
how about we go with yours?
I mean, mine's pretty short.
Take turns.
Mine's pretty short, but the theory of Lux is I think there's a possibility he's still alive. Because if you think about it, he's a rich multi-billionaire, and he's not going to go outside unprotected. Like, he just got shot in the head with no protection. Like, that's highly unlikely if he's that well known.
He does have bodyguards.
Yeah, but you would think there's got to be something else to the story.
You don't see Elon Musk getting a bulletproof vest when he's doing something crazy.
Well, yeah, but I think maybe Lux somehow survived it, or that wasn't actually Lux that got shot.
I think there was a Meta Runner fan on Twitter that said that who thinks that Lux could have survived. Guess how about we just take turns? You do yours and I do mine.
Yeah.
I do want to point out that in the Meta Runner Steady video, when AJ Despirito uploaded the credits song, if you take a close look at the right side of the screen, you can actually see our first look at the Silica City Police, or one of the police cars. Mm-hmm. I also want to suggest that the possibility that the police officers might actually be clones of Mr. HAL Monitor from the SMG4 series. Or they're supposed to look like him.
I know SMG4, I know their series. I don't watch like every video, so I don't know who exactly you're talking about. But
basically it's this new law enforcement guy introduced in 2020. He looks like this normal cop, except his head is replaced with a television.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about now. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So the next theory is that. Well, actually, hang on. I'll do one more theory that's still related to the soundtracks, but back in season when we had no clue about season 2. They released the entire Meta Runner Season 1 soundtrack on the SMG4 channel, and I noticed that if you take a closer look in the backgrounds, you can see some references to the video games we'll be playing in Season 2. Like, you can see the Pocket Gakusei in the background.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a Turbo Crash 9 poster. But so if they ever release, if they ever make a Season 2 version of that video, they might actually do the same thing, but that's just a suggestion for right now.
Yeah, it would be good to see what Season 3 has in store for us.
Yep. Do you have any more theories?
Not right now, off the top of my head.
Okay, I guess I'll continue. So back when they did the Meta Runner Ask Me Anything on Reddit, you might not know this, but there was a leak on the Screen Australia website that accidentally showed leaked images of Meta Runner Season 2 while they were still in the editing process. And one of the images was those 2 bot boys that were fighting in episode 1 of Season 2.
Yeah.
But something I noticed in the background, on the wall, was this graffiti of this guy in red. Like some sort of version of Iron Man. Well, an entire season in, and we still have no idea who this guy is. He might be some big person underground who's against Task Corp.
Yeah, he could be.
He might be an early concept art of Sheridan.
Yeah, that's what it could be Sheridan.
He seems more red than blue. So
Because he stays hidden until the finale of Season 2.
Yeah.
He finally shows himself.
Oh, and isn't it weird how there's no daytime in Silica City?
Oh yeah.
What's that about?
That.
Can you imagine there's actually a giant dome surrounding the entire city? What if that's what's going on?
That'd be crazy. But what if we ask the question, why would they be in a dome?
Yeah, that does raise some questions. If they actually are in a dome, why do they have a dome? Are you trying to keep something out?
Are you trying to keep something in? Are you in virtual reality? Is your life a simulation? There's a lot of questions.
There were some theories that this is all a simulation, but I kind of doubt it. All right. So, also, is it possible that the fall of Task Corp will cause a economy crash? Because they seem to play a huge role in society. There's this billboard for Taz soda and stuff. I think I heard in season 1, episode 3, Taz coins. So they might destroy the entire economy of Silica City.
Yeah, that would make total sense. The economy is going to be really devastated after that.
Or someone has to take control over.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone's going to take control, it might be Belle. But who knows what will happen?
Let's see. And there is this one flaw I want to talk about. If Lux finally had Tari, he has the final pieces needed to complete and revive Lucinia. So why did he make her a esports runner? My theory is that he made Tari work for Task Corp instead of doing the operation because he didn't know how to do it. And Lux decided that the only person to fix this is Sheridan, right?
Yeah.
So I think that might be why Lux made Tari a Meta Runner for Task Corp and not just immediately bring Lucinia back, because he doesn't know how to solve this problem that occurred 2 years ago. So he just needs Sheridan.
Yeah, because we already know who was behind the shooting of Lux. Like, we know, yeah, the one guy did it. I forgot his name off the top of my head.
Sheridan?
No, the one who... Well, yeah, he was the one who really shot him, but the one who was holding the gun.
Masa?
Yeah, Masa.
What about Masa?
He was the one holding the gun, but we know who actually killed Lux.
I mean, if they ever find out about the chip in his arm, that could prove him innocent, but at the same time, he did have intentions to kill him, like, man.
No, he didn't.
The ND5 had to convince him not to kill him.
He even said his arm was, like, malfunctioning and forcing him to point the gun at Lux.
Yeah. Oh yeah, here's another bit of a stretch. Robot abuse is common. Will there eventually be a robot uprising?
That's
That's an interesting concept, but I don't...
There's a lot of talk. There's been a lot of talk about robot uprisings. It's been fascinating
in film, yeah, but it might be a little bit too far, since these robots are supposed to be comedy relief.
Yeah, I don't think Meta Runner is going to have a robot uprising, because they are comedic relief. I agree with that.
What do you think is Lamar's backstory?
Lamar's backstory, he didn't work for Task Corp, so he could have easily been anything, really. He could have been a troubled child, abandoned by his family. He could have been...
But Lux did have a file saved on him in season 1, episode 7.
Yeah.
In that episode, he had files on Masa, Sophia, and Lamar when they were spying on Theo.
Yeah.
So maybe he still had connections. I think he might have. He isn't recognized as much in public as Masa. So my theory is that before his first show match, he left Task Corp to join the MD5. Or he could have been fired because of his criminal record, as his profile in Task Corp had. But my last theory that's listed on here is that in one of the teasers that were leading up to Sunset Paradise, there was Luke was looking at some of the Maggie on the keyboard, or not the keyboard, the computer. But if you take a look in the background, you can actually see one of the other computers actually has a Meta Runner screenshot of Sophia and Lux in the far right corner of the screen. And this could be, I feel like this could be either a flashback to the night the MD5 was born, or it could be a scene that took place between when Sophia was captured by Lux and the events of the last 2 episodes.
Yeah.
But it's kind of hard to tell what was going on. It's been a few months since that happened and Sunset Paradise was released, so that might have not been intended. Yesterday, there was someone... Well, hang on. Yesterday on the Meta Runner subreddit, Zozilla _Almond made a Meta Runner Season 3 bingo card. So I was going to use that here and see what could be true.
The bingo page?
Lamar makes a pun? Probably.
Yeah, he always makes
We meet the chief of police. Again, it's kind of likely. Evelyn gets Tari's abilities plus some development.
That's going to happen.
Yes, and probably not for the development part.
Yeah, Evelyn, I don't like that character.
Probably not. The police force takes the Taz employees' roles to be comic relief. I guess I can see that. Task Corp's pretty much gone at this point. Marco becomes the antagonist by the end of the season. I feel like that could happen, or maybe or maybe Sheridan backstabs him.
Yeah, because we lost a Lux, so there's gonna be another antagonist.
Marco's arrested. Marco breaks Goldenroy or Belle out of jail. Maybe if he's a good guy, yeah. SMG4 reference. That probably. I mean, they made a bunch of references in season 1, and Psycho can be found in the background of season 2, in the Pocket Kakusei.
Yeah, they even had some references in Sunset Paradise.
Yeah. Discourse between Lamar and Tari. I don't understand this one, but
me neither.
I guess it's not impossible. Sheridan hacks into Theo's eyes to spy on Tari and company, which Lux and Belle did that in season 1, so it's not too out of the picture.
Yeah.
MD5 browsed through Lux's private server, and Lux's audio files are mentioned by Theo. I'm not sure if this is a reference to something in season 2, but could be another way to have Lux still be present in the show.
Yeah.
I mean, people still think he had potential, and then they just killed him off. But maybe if there were some audio recordings that actually showed what he truly felt about all this, then I guess that could be a good way to redeem him, maybe. A flashback episode.
Hopefully.
Yeah. We learn what's on the corrupted file. I think this is a reference back in season 1. There was 5 recordings of Project Blue. The 4th one was too corrupted. I'm not sure what happened on that corrupted file, but I think in theory maybe this is probably the start of the Project Blue test that malfunctioned.
Yeah.
We see how the fall of TazCorp affected Silica City.
Yeah, we talked about that already.
Yep.
The economy, it's gonna be really bad.
It's gonna be pretty much screwed. Sheridan is found. I guess that's kind of obvious.
Yeah.
We learned Lamar's beef with TazCorp. He has to think it's TazCorp, but after 2 seasons, we still don't know what it is. Masa connects the meta bug to Sheridan, which I guess that can be a good way of revenge or something. Satsuki-chan is forgotten.
No, not Satsuki-chan.
The theory's already true. They left her in the car after the accident.
No.
Belle says oi.
She always says oi.
She only said oi once.
Oh. I'm
Theo gets written off. Hopefully not, because we've been focusing on him so much for 2 seasons. We meet the CEO of Lucid Gaming. I guess maybe if Lucid Gaming takes the place of TazCorp. I feel like this one is probably going to come true. Tari's unsure with whenever or not she's willing to give up her piece of Lucinia.
Yeah, I don't think, because the piece of Lucinia is already so much a part of her.
Yeah, what would she be without it? And
Exactly.
If my theory of Tari originally being a bad guy before she lost her memories is true, then that's probably a bad thing, you know?
Yeah. Because out of everything they did from season 1 to season 2, that piece was with Tari the whole time.
Yeah, we still haven't seen what Tari is without that piece of Lucinia, other than when she surged and caused the explosion.
And who knows, maybe if that piece gets taken out of her, she will forget everything that happened.
Yep, and the last one is any sort of Lamar and Belle interaction. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping they do a Lamar backstory in season 3 or sometime soon. It's kind of odd at this point how the things happen with Lamar's backstory. I mean, there was a few hints in season 2, episode 3. Masa gets recognized, but not Lamar, right?
Yeah.
That implies he isn't as famous as Masa.
Well, no, because he wasn't. Lamar isn't. Well, he wasn't a member of TazCorp, so he wasn't that well known. But I don't know what his backstory is, but hopefully we find that out.
Yeah. I think there was one more thing, but I forgot.
But Lamar definitely has some type of beef with TazCorp, Because you know how...
Yeah, everyone
he's
has a
working with-
reason. Masa and Sophia are against Tazgor because they think they did something to Lucinia. But Lamar, he hasn't shown to have any connection to Lucinia, so
Yeah.
what is this? What does he have against Tazgor?
Yeah, that's what we have to find out. We're waiting to find out.
They might have rejected him early on, despite how he already gave up his own arm for them.
Yeah.
And, I mean, if I literally lose an arm to be famous, and then they just throw me out on the streets, I'm going to be pretty pissed too.
Yeah.
I guess maybe we have more time to talk about ships, if that's all right.
If you want to, yeah.
So who do you think should... do you have any ideas for who should be shipped? I mean...
Didn't the bingo sheet just say Lamar and Belle?
No, it said they interaction, but...
Oh. Well, Lamar and Belle would be weird anyway.
Yeah, I guess they haven't had that much interaction in the show. There are some people on, I think at least Twitter or me, who ship Belle and Lucinia.
Yeah, disclaimer, do not look up fan fictions.
Yeah, I guess it's pretty yeah, it's kind of dangerous. Some fictions are good, some are
Just disturbing.
yeah, just disturbing. But I guess I could see that happening. I don't know if they're going to set up any romantic interests back then, but I feel like there might be more hints to get this Masa and Belle.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I mean, or maybe they're either setting them up to date in the future, or maybe they were dating at some point.
I mean, I see the possibility in them that they've dated before. And if not, I see them dating.
I mean, you can see how... I think it mainly crossed my mind in Season 2, Episode 5 about how hurt Masa was about Belle still staying loyal to Task Corp, right?
Yeah.
And over time, they apologized to each other for everything that's happened since the incident.
Yeah,
And even Belle is willing to go to prison with Masa.
Yeah, they have a deep connection and a good backstory together.
Yeah. I mean, either they were really that close with Lucinia, or they were really just split on that. But I could still see the possibility of Belle and Lucinia, too. I mean, it's kind of tricky. But, or maybe we're just crazy, and there's no chemistry between them at all, other than just being friends.
Yeah, but it's still a ship nonetheless.
You know what's a weird ship I came across?
Yeah, what?
Lux and Sheridan. I'm going to tell him.
Yeah, I don't know how that would work.
I'm just going to validate it.
Sheridan
killed Lux.
Yeah, that's Sheridan killed him.
Sheridan hacked Masa's arm and then blew his brains out.
Yeah.
So,
I don't think that would be a good ship.
Well, I mean, I guess it's still more healthier than Raylo.
Yeah.
I think back in Season 1, there was a ship, Belle and Tari. I know that was back in Season 1. I don't know if that ship is still relevant now.
I could see it.
I guess
but
it's possible. I feel like they have more of a sibling bond than...
Yeah.
You know, Belle treats Tari like... Yeah. Belle's like an older sibling to Tari.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess maybe if they're willing to do it.
Do you have any ships for Theo?
No. That's too illegal for him.
Well, yeah, he is a kid, but I do have...
I mean, then again...
FBI, open up!
Okay, we're just cutting this out. Theo, ship with no one, alright?
Alright, yeah.
Also, don't ship Evelyn with anyone.
Who?
Evelyn.
Oh, yeah, I don't like Evelyn. She doesn't deserve a ship.
No.
I'll ship her with Hell.
Probably, yeah. I ship her with Karen.
Yeah.
But, I guess we're done with the theories. Is there anything else? we're missing?
I can't. Nope, I don't think so.
Well, hopefully this ages like fine wine. Well, this was quite a long video, and well, I guess this was quite fun to make. I'm probably not going to have that much cuts in this video, you know, like footage in it, because just to make this more easier to make. I'm kind of overstressed at school. I'm surprised I even have enough time over the weekend to make this. But it's nice having you on the show, William.
Good to be here.
Let us know if you want any more podcast related videos. And I guess we can talk about them. But in the meantime, we're probably just going to have more memes on this channel until the semester's over.
Oh, I want the semester to be over.
Yep. In the meantime, well, it's been fun. So, I'll see you guys in next week's video. Peace.
Drive, 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 drive. It feels so good, to be alive.
Are we there yet?
No,
Are we there yet?
no. Well, then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's